Hey guys, and welcome to an episode called Taking Down the Giant. I'm Highflyer15, and in this episode we're going to take a look at the Panzerwagen 2 Ausführung J, or J, as some people like to say. I am going to make this video because recently there was a post on my Facebook page concerning this tank. Someone has been seeing it a lot more, and he thought that maybe it was on sale somewhere or whatever, but it just brought my attention to it again, and how it has been put out to be this giant, slow-moving giant, which is nearly unkillable, and therefore some might even say it's invincible. And this image of the Panzerwagen 2 Ausführung J, I still keep saying S on that one, Ausführung J. People like Jingles. Jingles really like this tank when he wants to really go out there and just dirt people. And it can be fun. On tier 3, you can really just deal with people. But it's far from invincible. If you know how to deal with it, or if you're just in, I would almost say any tank, you can deal with it. You just need to know how. And to need to know how, you need to take a look at it. So let's take a look at it. This is it. I've been swinging it around a little bit, but let's take a look at the armor. The armor on the front is 80, both on the chassis and the turret. But as we can see here, it increases quite a lot because of slope and gun mantle and stuff like that. But it's also lower some places. You can't really reliably hit these spots, so don't try and aim for these. It's like small areas right here. It's not these guys, because those are 50 and 70. It's beneath it, where the top is, I don't know what's even there, but it's right there. So yeah, don't attack it from the front unless you have great penetration. We're gonna take a look at all the tanks that can deal with this one afterwards. I've shown off the tank. On the side we have 50 millimeters. On the turret a little bit more, because it is a little sloped and it goes a little, inward there, but still 50 all over. If you have 50, you will reliably pen it from the side. Down here, don't aim down here. It's either you will track it, or it's actually 100 millimeter. I don't know why. The back, 50 as well. Places with slope and not so much slope will, of course, have less armor, but that's about it. The tank itself is very, very slow. It's, oh my god, yeah, it's very slow. So you will see this coming, and then you will actually be able to just, well, run away. If you're like, wait, I gotta flank this dude, and he's coming head on, so I'm just gonna move somewhere else for the time being, and deal with him when he comes a little bit closer. And the gun on this tank, you will not have to fear, unless he's firing gold, which you will see if you just hold back a little bit and let him shoot at someone else. Let him shoot at someone else and see if he penetrates everyone. And if he does that, then he's shooting gold, which is a 46 millimeters of penetration compared to 23, which is just completely useless. So if he penetrates everyone, that is premium ammo, and you have to be a little bit careful there, because he reloads quite fast. He actually reloads. And let's see, where is that? Where can I find that? Ooh, rate of fire, a lot. Reload time, 2.8, 3 seconds. Does he really reload in 3 seconds? I think he does. It's really fast, but the damage is very low. He can take out like half a tank in one clip without bouncing and all that. But yeah, if you just get around him, you can control where his turret is going. And at low tiers, you will have pretty mobile tanks to deal with him, going around him, shoot him in the back, shoot him in the side. So let's take a look at the tanks that can actually deal with this little dude. And well, they're all on the screen right now, but if you don't know the names, they are the Cruiser 2, the M2 Medium, the Marder 2, the Panzerkampfwagen 2 Ausführung G, the Renault UE 57, the SU 76, the T82, the Type 97 Chiha, and the Type 2595 Chiha. What? The Valentine AT, and then we have the BT7, the Cruiser 4, the D2, the M3 Stewart, Panzerkampfwagen 38, Panzerkampfwagen 3 Ausführung A, Panzerkampfwagen 4 Ausführung A, T46, T70, Type 98 Kidney, and the Vigorous Medium 3. So that's quite a lot of tanks. In total, that is 21 tier 3 tanks that can deal with this dude. So where are the tanks that are having such problems with this one to warrant its invincibility title? Everyone, I'm failing to see where. I really am. The people that can deal with this tank from the front is the Cruiser Mark II, because it has a derp gun, the M2 Medium, because it has a derp gun, the Marder 2, because it's a tank destroyer and has well over 80 millimeters of penetration, the Panzerkampfwagen Ausführung G, because it has a 95 millimeters penetration autoloading gun. It won't kill it in 2 or 3 rounds, but it will kill it eventually. The Renault UE 57, because of its penetration, it's a tank destroyer. The SU 76, because it's a tank destroyer and has very high penetration. If you roll without the gun that has the most penetration, you're silly, because it also fires the fastest. Then there is the T82, because it has a derp gun, and it can also penetrate with its normal gun. Then we have the Type 97 Chiha, because it has 81 millimeters of penetration on its gun. And then we have the Valentine AT, because it's a tank destroyer and it can penetrate because it has a high penetration on its gun. And then all the tanks that need to flank this guy, you have to shoot it in the side or in the rear. The BT7, the Cruiser Mark IV, the D2, highly unlikely that you'll flank it in this one, but he will bounce on you, highly likely with that armor. The M3 Stewart, you're a light tank, you're pretty fast, you can get around him. The Panzerkampfwagen 38 T, pretty mobile as well, pretty fast, you can get around him too. Panzerkampfwagen 3 Ausführung A, pretty fast too, you have to get around him, flank him. Same with the Panzerkampfwagen 4 Ausführung A, T46 as well, you have to flank him. And the T70 flanks well. You're pretty not that fast, but you can get around him. And the Kenny needs to get around him as well. And then the Vickers Medium 3, pretty slow, so you probably won't go around him, and he can very easily penetrate you. But these are all the tanks that can penetrate this dude from the front or by flanking. So if you meet this guy, do not take him on head on unless you're one of these 10. If you're one of these 11, flank him. Okay? That's about it. And that's actually just what I wanted to show, how to take down this giant, because it's not as invincible as people make it out to be. That's it, guys, and I'll see you in the next video.